Welcome. You're here early, that's good. Means there's something special about you. The Elysian might look a bit fancy, but she's been through more storms than I can count. She'll take care of you, and if you would be so kind, take good care of her. We got a whole lot going wrong around here. You better train up. We got terrors knocking on our infrastructure, and some mighty strange occurrences going on. I'm afraid our world is at risk. Without people like you, Cornucopias might fall into darkness. Better get smart, get trained, and be ready. The storm is coming. I can feel it. I'd like to say we've been through worse, but this time I'm not so sure. Good luck out there. You're going to need every bit you can get.
Righty, so now we go. There we go. I'm seeing my mic go off there. So How about that? We'll start over and everything. So what I was saying is the Cornucopias land grab is coming to an end where you can actually place it and move it around and everything else. The algorithm will start in a few days, and you want to make sure that you get in whether you don't have any Cornucopias land yet and not in Cardano or base or anything like that. You don't even know what this game is, or you minted them and 3 years ago or bought them on JPG.store anytime in the last 3 years. You want to make sure that you get in. If you don't get in now, it's fine. There's still more domes that are coming. More land grabs will occur. The 24,000 land plots that we do have active right now, there's only 8,000 land plots that we're going to be able to put the land deeds to. So there will be people that won't get in right now. But at the same time, this is only for Solace. There's Fortune and Esperanza that is coming. They've gotten much better at world building. They've already been building them in parallel to what they've been doing right now. As you can see with the Esperanza and everything else, I'll try to get in and show you some things as well here in a minute. But I wanted to make sure that you knew that. So like I was saying, you go up here, you log in this Cornucopias.io. You go over to the land claim after you've done your traditional Web 2 login and everything else. You do your two-factor authentication, whether that's with your Google or whoever else you use. You want to make sure you have that set up and everything else too, so you can get your Cornucopias player account. And that will attach with whatever wallet you attach to it that has those land deeds. Land deeds right now are only on Cardano. There are different items and NFTs on base and Cardano. The Cornucopias token lives on many different chains. So it is cross-chain, multi-chain, everything else, but the lands were minted on Cardano. And at this point, that's all the lands there is. Once we get past the first 9 domes, there will be more domes that come after that, 36 in total. There will be more land plots sold, and I'm pretty sure they will be on many different platforms at that point, or it'll be at that point where Cardano is actually interfaced with everybody and it won't even matter. We'll see where we're at that point when that happens. So you come over here, you go to the land claim, you click on the maps, and it brings up Solace 1, 2, 3, or Toledo. It has you a couple of different filters and other things you can do. So essentially what you would do is you come in here and you just zoom in. So this is the entire map. So you can zoom in. These little guys here are smalls. These are mediums. These are larges. This is an epic. And these orange ones are mythics. Or not mythics, copious, sorry. And the sizes do matter on when they are pooled as well. The smalls will go first. All of the smalls will go once the algorithm starts. And what we talk about the algorithm here is, see here, as you can see, there are no mythics on this land plot. There is 1 legendary, 1 rare, uncommon, commons, and so on. So the way this process it works is right now, there is only 1 legendary. So that person that placed the legendary plot, if this stays how it is and nobody else moves anything, the legendary will be the one that gets this land plot, and all of the rest of these NFTs will go back to their owners and their plot and their other things like that. It's not actually out of your wallet or anything else like that. And you can place 1 NFT on many different claims. Just the first claim that comes up that you're selected on, you will then be awarded, and wherever else that NFT has been placed then falls off and allows other people the opportunity. So just because you see, 15 commons doesn't mean that your common isn't going to get that one. But it does mean that your common or uncommon or rare is not going to get that one if there's a legendary placed on it. Somebody comes with a mythic, places the mythic, then none of the rest of it matters, and the mythic is what's going to get it. So that's kind of how that works there. You can go see the property here on the property viewer. You have 4 different pictures that you can choose from. Let's see if we can't make this a little bigger for you guys so y'all can see that a little better. So you get your little 4 pictures that you've got. It gives you your a land plot ID, an address, and the Solace that you're in. But the reason why I say that is you can come over here and you'll take this ID that you have here and you can drop it in the game. And it will show you where that land plot is. So I'll show you that in a few minutes, but I just wanted to show you this here. So that's kind of how you would do that. And say, let's look at this one. This is a small pending claims. There's a bunch of ones that are on it. So if I wanted to, and I had it, I can say, hey, let's claim this. As you can see, I have 6 that I can use to claim, and I've used these 2 twice. So I have 2 opportunities of being awarded a land plot, but at the same time, that's 4 different land plots, so I don't have the opportunity of being awarded all 4 of them. Hopefully that was that's able to make sense there. And you would go in here, you edit your selection, and you would add one, and you would come over here and press save, and it would save it. If you want to be anonymous and you don't want your player account name to be shown when it is selected, if you do actually get selected, you come over here and you click this remain anonymous button, and then it would just say it was selected and given to anonymous. So that's an easy way for you to stay anonymous if, say, you have a mythic and you don't want people to know that you have a mythic or other things like that. So, and then if you don't have any, you go over to JPG.store and you hydrate. And as you can tell, one of the trending NFTs on Cardano right now is the Cornucopias land plots. Just from today, this 24 hours, we have had almost 25,000 ADA volume on Cornucopias lands and 12,000 volume on the Juggernaut, which is the vehicle that is a massive transport vehicle that's actually going to be able to transport goods in between the zones and in between the themed zones. So those are going to be really cool. You have the custom domes. Those are coming later. The file node access key as well, because to download the Cornucopias game, you actually download it from the Cornucopias file node network. So they don't use Amazon Web Services or anything else, or even Igon. They created their own node system that it actually pays back the holders that got into that, and we run them on our node system and everything else. I got 3 of them that I run in my node that's right behind me, but you know, green screens make that you don't see that. So we go over here and you can see the floor currently is at 90 ADA. A week ago, you could have bought land for 52 ADA. So we've almost doubled the price in the land plots coming up into the land sale that we have here. So this is a small. So you come over here and you click on this. 5% of what we pay to the seller goes to Cornucopias. That's the royalties, and that's how NFTs work. And what would happen is then when you own this and you actually get the land selected and you're building on it, so you build on it and you grow it up and other things like that, and you're like, hey, I don't really want to do this, I want to be somewhere else, I don't want this one, or other things like that, you just put it up for sale and somebody else gets to buy that from you. You don't lose your money that you put into the video game, and somebody else gets to enjoy what you built. And it's not something where you have to like sell your password and please send me your password, or Reddit, or pay whatever other things like that, like you may have done in the past. You're not going to get blacklisted for it or other things else, because they make 5% on the sell, on all of the sells, because they created it. That's how NFTs work. So you come over here and you could buy that, or you could do this cool thing called sweeping, and you just like click the circles at the top, and it says, okay, buy 5 for 450. So then you could buy all 5 of those smalls for 450 ADA, and it buys them all in one transaction. So that's another way you can do that as well. If you're looking for mediums, The sizes did get messed up when they were building it, so you can only easily search for large, epics, and copious. If you want to search for them another way, you can just come up here and type in medium or MED, and it will find you the mediums. And if you want to search by the rarity, you can search by the rarity, and then we'll find the uncommon mediums. So you can get one uncommon medium for 139 ADA. Or you can see the mythics here and see how much the mythics are. A mythic medium's floor is 2149. And let's see what a mythic copious is going for. Or if there is even any listed. No copious mythics even listed. Let's see. Copious epic. None of those listed. Or not mythic. No mythic larges. Mythic medium is the last thing that is available that is mythics. So if you don't know, this here is what's going on and why people want these. So you have your commons. Commons are 50%, uncommons are 25%, rares are 15%, legendaries 7.5%, and your mythics are only 2.5%. So why do you want a mythic compared to a common? Well, first, I already explained on how the land rush event occurs and how it goes and how it's selected. So you want the mythic to be able to make sure that you get it selected if no other mythic is there. Also, the way the building or whatever you do build is going to look will look a little different compared from a common all the way through to a mythic. Oof, sorry. So let's see. I got somebody come in here. Joe, you have a medium set in search, so you didn't see the epic mythics or the larges. Oh, is that what happened? Hold on. Let me go back. Let me see. I did, didn't I? Okay. There we go. Epics 7,500. Okay. And no, none of the copious mythics are there. Okay, so you can get an epic mythic for 7,500. I got an epic common last Friday for 425. So that epic for 7,500 is crazy. Thank you, Joe, for that catch there. Much appreciated. Alrighty, we'll go back over here now. So, like I was saying, the way the building looks, or whatever you do build on there looks, the higher the rarity, the more XP boost you're going to be able to have. If your building that you build requires maintenance, it will require more maintenance if it's a common, and will require less maintenance if it's a mythic. Seasonal boost there, so every season they're going to give boosts and other things like materials and other things that you would need to craft with. So each season you're going to get a base of those, and depending on your rarity of your land, the more of those base minerals and other things you're going to get. Also, when you, at the end of the seasons, when the rewards come out for all of the XP and everything else you do, you'll get more rewards. More of the rewards pool go to the more rare. So go get those for sure. I have one rare and it's a small. I have some uncommons, and I think those are larges, and all the rest that I have are commons. I do have a legendary, but that is a custom dome. That won't come until 27 or something like that, I think. I have some other legendaries, but those are not lands or domes or anything else like that. So if anybody has any questions on how the lands or the rarities or anything else work, let me know. I do say I got a couple people in here. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in, share it out, just tell people that we're over here doing this, letting everybody know how to actually get this done. So the land claims schedule is over here, and this is when the algorithm will actually start. So at 4 p.m. UTC on September 24th, Land plot 124 will be the first one that is chosen. And then every minute from there on for 8,000 minutes, a little over 5.5 days, this algorithm will go, and it'll go down all the way through all the smalls, all the way through Solace 2, Solace 3, and then it'll go to the mediums. And you can see that one's on the 28th. And it'll end on the Copious. And the last one that will be drawn is number 7,335. It will be in Copious in Solace 3. And that will be pulled at 5:14 a.m. UTC on September 30th. Once that happens, all of the lands that have been claimed on the land, or all the deeds that have been claimed, will be locked in, and we'll get the next steps from there. If you don't have this, if you don't know about this, you can go to Cornucopias.io /blog, and then they have a deal of why you want to own land. This is a long read. It is a medium style article. It's got a lot of information in it. It gives you, you know, why do you want to get these? So the game is free to play. In your apartments, you can only craft at tiers 1 through 3. So there'll be certain things that you can be able to craft in your free apartments and everything else. If you want to craft something that's a tier 4 through 5, it will have to be crafted on a land plot. So either you have to own a land plot, or you have to go and use somebody's land plot that is there. There will be thousands and thousands and thousands of free apartments in each one of the city centers that's in each one of the theme zones centers in between all three one of the domes. So you want to get in because you can actually do the higher level of crafting. You want to run real production, so workshops, farms, shops, utilities. Do you use the raw ore and materials that other people can get from either mining or timbering or other things like that? You go through your blueprints and you upgrade, and then you can even sell the things. You want to capture your seasonal rewards like we were talking about. And then there's special operations that you do: farming, metalwork, woodworking, masonry, cooking, mechanics, electronics, science, agriculture, botany, textiles, all kinds of stuff. And each one of those specialties that you have will be needed throughout the game to be able to craft and make certain items that you need to be able to craft and make other items, just like you do in real life. So the role of the land in the game here, it's an economic engine. It has seasonal progression. The seasons are 13 weeks long, and your final level sets your reward percentage. You have a community impact here that you have to coordinate your land activity and upgrades with your district, because your districts are how everything works together. And so you can have places to store items, wake up, go to sleep, rest, other things, and not having to go all the way back to your apartment at the city centers. It is a persistent infrastructure. So it is built as if the tree is built in the game. So it does not matter what server you're in. You could be in the European server, you can be in the US server, and the other servers, wherever they do come up at eventually there. And your land and what you build on it will be there for anyone in any one of the other servers. It's not like I only buy the land or a portion of the land in the instance that I'm in, and I have to go back to that instance. And if I go into a different instance, then that land is somebody else's land. It's not how it works in Cornucopias. So what can you do on your land? All kinds of stuff you can do. You can build an upgrade. So there's prefab meshes that they have out there. If you go and you watch the Cornucopias Copy Cafe, they leaked some of what the crafting tables and benches are going to look like. Somebody made them look like Ryobi tools in the Cornucopias Discord. So if you're not in the Cornucopias Discord, you want to make sure you get over there into that Discord as well. So you can build things. Some of the things that you build can actually be separated and other things like that. And then you can get like your pieces back, your wood, your rock, your ore, your iron, whatever it may be, and sell those pieces to other players. But it's not only for the other players. There's going to be non-playable characters and merchants just so you can buy and sell and always have something to do. But that doesn't mean that those are always going to be the best pieces, the best things. They're not going to be in the best places, and they may not and probably will not be the best prices because humans will play with those prices in the game. So also at the same time, you can host tenants. And they're even saying you can rent rooms by the day, the week, the season, and other things. So if you want to see what a land plot could possibly look like, this is what one of them could possibly look like. I'm trying to zoom in. I don't think it wants me to zoom in any further. So we're thinking this is an epic size. So it's not like you have one building that is that size. It's essentially you're going to get a fence. You can probably figure out and choose which fences. And there's multiple different things that you can build inside of your own land plot, just like you can do on your place that you have. You can build your house, you can build a garage, you can build, a storage unit, you can build a pool, all kinds of things on your own house. This is the same way that this works here. All right, let's zoom back out a little bit. So like they said, everything currently is a work in progress. Nothing is guaranteed. Any of your playing access and that you have right now that you're moving forward and everything, any of the in-game currencies and in-game items that you collect could and probably will be wiped when we leave pre-alpha. None of your NFTs or things that you have there will be lost because that's how NFTs work. So that's another good reason on why this should be the way that gaming should go. So you have agriculture, horticulture. They have all kinds of things in here that you can figure out here. You can come and read this entire thing here as well. So metalworking, subspecialties, and so on. So here is the inside of that land, the land plot there. So this looks like the inside of the housing structure here on the right. Looks like crafting or other things is what these are. These may be tier 4 and 5 crafting items here. That's like a barn off in the back, and so forth there. So yes, you are actually going to get copy paid to you for what you do on your land. And everything there is amounts that have been set in, so people are going to want to play the game and run their lands to be able to earn rewards and everything there. And then you can turn those rewards into real money or turn it back into NFTs or other in-game assets, because you can use Copy token to buy things on their marketplace. And eventually what will actually happen is when you go to their marketplace and you purchase items, you can purchase it with even your credit card and other bank account, other things like that, through the systems they have there. And all of those, when they do that, will eventually be purchasing Copy token off of all of the different liquidity pools that it is, to increase and that's how that's going to work there. So then they will buy tokens, and then you can sell your tokens back into it, and it creates this entire awesome economy of the people that started the game get to be able to revenue off the game, and everything else there. Does anybody have any questions? I have 6 people watching. Hopefully I got 6 likes. Let's see how many likes we got. We got 4 likes, so we need to get a couple more likes in there. Make sure you share the stream out there too. So let's see. Do y'all want to see the actual gameplay? Do y'all want any more questions? Are y'all done with me? Should I go to bed? What do you think? Now, not all y'all talk all at once. I know it's got to take a second for y'all to get there and everything. But y'all make sure to let me know. I don't know, man. I don't know. I appreciate that you're watching, though. Appreciate that you're watching. So let's jump in. let me show you what it looks like. So you download the downloader, and then this will come up. You will press the play button here, and it will pop you up. You have to be on the internet and everything else, and then it comes into the game here. So you have multiple different things you can do. The player, the avatar creator, you can spend literally hours to days on playing and making yourself however you want. We'll eventually have quests. You'll be able to see your inventory, store, assets, other things all up here. You have your settings that we have now. So we have DLSS that's on, and all of your other awesome things. Right now I'm running at 1080 because I am trying to stream and everything else. I don't have a capture card, so my 3080 does not like when I try to stream, play music, and then try to play this game. So I'm trying to not have it crash on us over here. So I have it set to the performance level, not all the way onto quality or ultra performance, and our preset is at medium. We have everything from ultra to low to a custom level, and my frames limit is set at 120. You can set that at wherever you would like to, and then you can turn on your ray tracing or anything else if you are able to. Come over here and press the apply button. Then we can choose where we want to go into. And since we're trying to talk about land deeds and everything else, let's go into Solace 1, since that is the most popular destination. There are lots of land plots with 30s, hundreds on that land plot. It's pretty crazy, actually. Or in that Solace, sorry. All right, as soon as it gives me my mouse back, I'll be turning some music on for us. This is actually AI curated and made from Suno, but it is public, where y'all can go and listen to it yourself if you would like. It is on Suno.com. Give me a second. While the game is loading, it takes your mouse and you can't do anything while the game is loading. I don't know if the computer really wants to let you do anything else while it's taking all of that processing power to load all of this in to my 64 gigabytes worth of RAM I got over there. So now that we've, oh, well, maybe not. Hold on. Now that we've got this back, I'll show you this real quick. So go over to Suno. I got 14 songs and everything. This QR code here does not bring you there. It brings you to the marketplace. So please scan that QR code and use that when you go to the marketplace. It does help out the channel. That's part of our affiliate link that we have with them and everything. So especially if you're new, jump in, use our affiliate link, and we're going to go and jam. I need to turn the sound down a little bit. I'll be having to yell at y'all if I don't. All right. Can y'all still hear the music? All right, so I use a controller. By the way, guys, use a controller. It is not very much fun to do this not on a computer, or not on a controller, to be completely honest. But this is a giant open world game. I loaded that one time, and then we'll be able to load in as much as we want here. Now I'll pull out my weapon I got here. So this is an in-game asset. This costs 20,000 credits to get the Mythic version, which is why it is the red one that you have there. So that's how that plays there. So I don't know if y'all can hear that over the music or whatnot. Let me see here. No music. It says you're getting it. Push up the volume a little bit. I don't want to be too loud. Let me know if y'all not getting it still. I think I was gonna do volume on corn too. There we go. There's a reload. No, I got that pretty down low. So you hold left on the D-pad, and it opens up where you can see those the land deeds there. And if you fall down into one of them right now, there is no fall damage, but there will be fall damage, and the ragdoll got shown off and everything. So as you can see, it tells you it's a medium, and then it gives you that land plot ID. So if you take 1669 and you come back over to Cornucopias, because I closed it, come on over there to the land claim, go to the maps, and 1669, come over here and you do 1669, and then it finds it on the map for you. See how it's the only one that's on the map? So then you can come over here, you can see what it looks like on the map, and then you're like, okay, well, those 4 pictures don't really do its justice, and you know, there's a legendary on it, so you want to go and look at it really in here. So then you can go and look, and okay, so you get dropped in right there, you come right in, it's in the middle of the map, so that's a good place. So you see all the rest of the people that are in here playing right now over there. So right in here, there's nothing in particular, there's no city center or anything else. That doesn't mean there's not there. All right, so you can finally hear the music. I have it up actually pretty loud when you look at on our stuff over here. There, my voice and it is about the same level. Maybe it's because I'm throttling it from the other side or something like that. It's actually pretty loud in my ears. I had to turn it down. But over here is where the cities, the town things are at, and other things there. So I'll show you what actually is over there if none of y'all have seen that yet. So at the, oh well, you can't see it. At the top is the custom marker. We'll go ahead and fly this over there. So we got about 2,000 feet to go. It is a very, very large map. So running around does take a long time. So you'll want to get one of the jetpacks, whether it's an in-game jetpack or not. Running is quite fast right now, but there is no stamina. There's no energy, so right now we don't have to eat food, we don't have to keep our energy up and stamina, and other things. Eventually the shoes you have, your armor, what you're carrying, all the rest of that will all feed into what you have left, like how much energy, how much it takes, all the rest of that. So as you can tell, you're coming into the town center thing that you have here, Milford. So you can press long touch on the left of the D-pad if you're playing with the controller. It'll tell you the town name in the sky. Also, if there's like mining or logging or anything else, it'll show you as well. So you can kind of see what some of the buildings will potentially look like. So these right now are the ones that we get. This is kind of a building play of that the game is still being built as we are playing, because this is in pre-alpha. So if it does crash on me or anything else, we're all testers. We're all getting this ready for the Steam and Epic game release, hopefully for Christmas. If it's not the release, at least it's being placed on there for them to favorite it and other things like that. But it is live for us to come and play in, and when the land deeds get placed, the land deeds will be placed There's no wiping who owns the NFTs and other things else there. So this is like the inside of a store. You'll see like the things that are here and other things. Maybe they'll actually have things on a shelf for you to be able to pick up, but right now you have to interact with the items here. So you come over here. I personally think it's much easier to use the mouse when you're over here doing these things. So as you can see here over on the right hand side, it shows you the picture. It's a black backpack. This one is the blue one. Pink. Here's the Husky. If you want to go get the Husky, it's 10,000 in-game currency. So there's no buying it. You can't purchase it, other things like that. And then you have your ammo for all the different rounds and things you have. You have your headlamp at night. The headlamp is definitely necessary, and down in the mines, those definitely help there. And then you have your outfits, because when you first come out, you're basically in your underwear, so you need to be able to move around and get your outfits, or purchase the NFT outfits, because those are there. But those will be extra armor and other things in the future there. So you have your uncommon, common, or rare, legendary, and mythic. That's your women's one. You have your men's ones, and then you have your jetpacks. You have your glide sport common, glide sport rare. There are multiples of these. I have the legendary that is here. As you can see, they're not always there. There's only 2 in stock. This is the legendary, and there are no alien ones here for you to even purchase out of this one. You have your consumables, see first aid kit, you have your equipment, ammo, other things that are all here in the shops. So there may be multiple different shops. This is the Nexus. This, if you haven't played in a while, you have NFTs, they're connected in your account, and you haven't played and you don't know why you can't find them. Well, so you have to bring them into the game from your wallet and your account. So you find one of these nexuses. They're in each one of the town centers. They're in Toledo and other things as well. You come over here and you press Y. It goes to the Nexus Express, and then you can add any of your items in your wallet that are playable in the game currently into your inventory, and then you'll be able to pull them out and go and use them. So you know, these are the other jetpacks that you have. Another rifle. This is your big Titan XL backpack for when you're wanting to carry a lot of items. And those are the scout boots that I was talking about there. Helmet and your outfit. So that's how you get those. There's going to be other things that we have. Nexus Arrow. That's where you'll be able to bring your vehicles in and out of the game. And then Go is mounts. So those will be your rideable vehicle type items for when you're inside the world. The arrow will be where you can do your vehicles, and your vehicles are for outside of the dome. The vehicles travel so fast, physically they wouldn't be able to operate inside the dome. It'd just be running around and everything because they're so fast, even as big as the land is. So those won't be able to be played around in the game there. So this here is how you can get around if you don't have a jetpack, or if you want to go farther across the map. So all right, so we're kind of in the center, so it doesn't really count, right? So all right, so we want to go over to Rocky Rapids, right? That's the city that's there. So we want to go to Rocky Rapids. We're in Milford. So easiest way to do that is to come down. I'm trying to fly for some reason. It's being a butt on my side. Maybe I'm trying to do too much for it, for my system or something. So there is a way that you can do it. You can run the red line. Hey, what's up, bro? What's up? You can run the red line or the blue line, which goes one way or the other, or you can come down and this will load in, and then you can have the you can pick exactly where you want to go. So that one is going to go this way. That comes back in 40 seconds. That one loads. Oh man, I was gonna get on. All right, so we'll wait in for the red line, and then we'll take the red line and kind of show you where it goes in that amount of time. You want to come over here and look. See, they have some ads for Skyland, which is the real estate. So they're actually going to be their own brokerage firm for their NFTs and their the land plots. Once they're actually done and everything, then when they update and what's actually on them in the game on their marketplace will actually show up in their marketplace. When you go to JPG.store, it'll still just show that it's a Mythic land deed. So that's something there. So you can see it's the world travel, like a subway system. You just come on and stand in here. You used to not be able to move around while you were in here, but you can move around. I think this one actually kind of takes us through water maybe at some point. So it's something that's coming up, but you can see the other ones that come this direction if it doesn't crash on me or whatever. I didn't like that. So try not to do too much while we're in here, I guess. Maybe it's trying to pull too much together or whatnot. Let's see what the map is so you can kind of see where we are, in the map there. I think it's faster than riding, possibly. At least flying a slower jetpack or something. I think it's pretty quick, actually. Over there clapping for me and everything. See, you can move around, you can see where we're going. So obviously it is a work in progress, so things are coming along. They are building it as we are coming, or as we are going. So we come up here like I was showing you. You come out and you'll be at the town that we were looking for. I wonder if I would actually be able to run that far. So we are in our new town here. So we'll press our button, we'll look up, and we're in Rocky Rapids up there. See? And then we have new buildings that are over here. Come up here and see what's going on. I mean, somebody had to build this and create all of this cool artwork and everything. I think it's amazingly awesome that there's an artist that did all of that. I think they need some OSHA guidelines though, because we're missing the guardrail here. I can fall off, and I don't think workers' comp insurance would really like that. So you might want to fix that, guys. All joking for sure. So you come over here. This is a different type of store. This one is a clothing merchant, and there's nothing for us to buy currently in here. Let's see, what else do we have? There's another Nexus terminal that I showed you earlier. Let's come into this store, see what there is here. General store. So this is the general store, just like was in the other one. Let's see what's over here. Oy. Blacksmith. So this would be where we'd be able to get our metalworked items. See them all over there on the wall. Maybe we'll be able to come in there and just purchase them off the wall and everything. So this is some place that you'll be able to go and sell your ore items, I'm pretty sure, to the blacksmith. And you may even be able to ask him to make some things. It may cost you less if you do that. It did not like that. Sorry, guys. Like I said, it says pre-alpha up there. So the game is still being built. You see anything funky, crazy going on? It may be my system, or it may be that the game needs some updating or tweaking to the things that are there. So this is what one of them looks like. This is a bigger building. This looks like it's going to be a pretty big building here with a good lighted entrance in between it. Maybe this will be a place for us to stay or sleep, maybe a hotel or something. I wonder, I guess that's probably it's probably a large. It's not a medium size. Let's see, what do we got here? I think that's a small, this is a medium here. Yeah, so that's a medium size. I think that's about a medium. No, that may be a large. But you can kind of see what we're dealing with here in the game and everything. So eventually all of these will be people's land, people's buildings, and all kinds of things will be in every one of these, hopefully every one of these. So it's a cool thing. Get out there, get your land deeds, get into the game, come place your land deeds, be active. Once the algorithm starts, move your land deeds around. You can move them around up to 2 minutes before the timer starts for the one you're on. So it is not locked in for you if you're the only one that is on it until there is 2 minutes or less and you're still the only one. One of the awesome things about this game is you see how that mountain is all the way up there and all the way over there in the background. You can see those mountains that are over there. You can literally go and fly to them, go climb up on top of them, and see what the world looks like from all the way up there. It is not a background, it's not a backdrop that you can't ever get to or something like that. So that's one of the great things about this game is how much detail they definitely put into this game, for sure. Ooh. All right, let's see. How far can we go? This jetpack works the best if you can rock back and forth when you're going up. When you're going up. This is a cool little thing up here. I don't think there's anything up here. No. But definitely cool little area. And if you tap left and you have one of the wristbands on, that's what you need to be able to find the finder to be able to do that. It also has a flashlight on it. So that was our only flashlight before the headlights came in. All right, so let's come over here. All right, let's see. How far can we go? I'm gonna make it. I made it that far. All right. I made it that far. All right. So a lot of exploring currently in this game, for sure. So we made it to. We made it to the top of this one. See how far we came? You see the buildings over there in the background? So, be interesting when we have to come and fight off the quantum rifts and other things like that. You see the streak in the sky up there when you're at night. That's all kind of red and broken apart pieces and everything too. So, you know, I showed you that the further you come up here, you can go even further. So if we wanted to, you could go all the way over there to that one that's over there. And I'm pointing at it like it's pointing the right direction and everything. Funny, haha. So you can fly over there if you wanted to. Some of the mountains right now do have loot boxes on it. They did place loot boxes in the woods and other things, because right now that's all you can do is go and explore. I do believe all of those loot boxes will disappear when you can actually get items and everything else. So let's see how far we can fly. Can we fly? We can fly all the way over here, because this jetpack refuels so fast. It works great. So let's see. Going up, it does not work very well. It does not like up very fast. All right. So yes, there is still some physics that need to be done. I got it. All the way at the top. We're all the way in the clouds, bro. Look at this all the way up here. So that right there is the city center. That's the dome center. So when you travel between the three domes that you can see, we're in one and you see the other two. There's the lines that go in between them. Those are the fast trains. That's a world travel system between. And currently you can come out in the bottom side of this, and you can put your map on and you can see what that looks like actually. So it's pretty interesting. Let's see what I can do to find it real quick. See if I can find it quickly. If I can, I'll show you. No, doesn't look like I got it easily. Oh well. All right. I was trying. I was trying. But yes, you can go underneath there, press the map button. You can see how they've built out about half of it, what it looks like. Maybe in the next build they said we'll be able to run around in there, but won't be able to go on the inside of anything. But it is a beautiful and large entire world. The entirety of what you can see, you can go and touch and go to. So it is pretty amazing how you can actually go and be in the clouds and everything as well. But it is coming to be that time. I just wanted to jump in. I don't want to be too long and everything. Wanted to show y'all how it works. Y'all need to get in. Don't miss out on the land grab here. And I'm going to give y'all a aerial view. I'm gonna jump into my OG jetpack that goes up fast, and let's see what it looks like from the sky. Alrighty guys, well, with that being said, I'm gonna jump out of here. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. Please don't miss out on the land grab. And if you don't mind, I'm gonna throw you out on a commercial for Drip Flip. Drip Flip, that is my project. We're live on Cardano, flipping ADA, and we're about to go live on World Mobile Chain, live on mainnet, flipping World Mobile Token. It is a flip game with a new twist to it where we have a progressive jackpot. So every flip that you make feeds into the progressive jackpot. and you have to fill up the bucket. Once you win one of the flips and the bucket is full, the bucket will flow all over the screen, and that enters you into the progressive jackpot game. That is a roulette game. You get one ball, one spin, one choice, no extras, no bonuses, no 1 through 12s, no fancy things, straight up number. And if you get it right, then you win the progressive jackpot for whatever is there. If you don't, progressive jackpot goes back in and it keeps adding until somebody does win. So with all that being said, guys, please come out there, come mint some of your Hydro Drop Huddle passes. If you don't know, that's one of my project. You actually earn from the revenue that I do as a marketer and other things that's out there. We also have many different revenue streams that we already have, plus the 10 tokens that you get, and about 14 different tokens you get to drip from my Discord as well. So get over there, buy those NFTs, and take care of those things here. Y'all have a great day. Peace.